to the audio show.
All right, so I think I was thinking of this one on the right way, and I think we're on the right path as far as this whole thing here is concerned, because it looks like Anthony is loving what he's seeing as far as the whole family dynamic is concerned. Let's go. Listen to just the sound of that. Hung out with Shayla and Kai, right? As though, like, in the really married or any other. They just live so separate, it's not even funny. That's kind of, I guess, what I'm alluding to. They live so separate now that when you listen to it, you're like, huh? How are you even okay with all of this? But like, hey, I guess it's cool. I mean, I'm just saying, let's flip it around, and that's why I like to flip these things around. If we were to flip this around, I'm gonna ask if Anthony would do the same thing. You know what I mean? Just have Amber hanging out with some other guy. Yeah, man, it was cool. Amber hung out with her baby father, and it was cool. Yeah, she did her little thing with a family day. Like, how would it sound? And that's what I'm doing with this. How would it actually sound? That's just my thing. It just makes sense. Remember, I spoke about this, and I was telling you all exactly what that does. When I talked about it, y'all said, no, nothing wrong with it at all, O'Neill. You know what I mean? What's wrong with it? Them just go for a date. I'm telling you what it does is the perception. The idea of trying to put a mother and a father together is to put that into your mind. That's what it does. That's just what it does. We can't really not accept that. That's what it does. It pastes your mind into a place of thinking, okay, this is the family dynamic that I actually have. Notice, Anthony have that image in her right now. Shayla have the same image. So in other words, they're sharing this common image. As Kai grows older, he'll now start having that image. Where does that leave Amber? That's kind of what I was talking about when I said that. That's why I said that basically those boundaries have to be formed, because if you don't form those boundaries, then that's what it is. But again, maybe Anthony really and truly wants to keep doing that. And so my other argument to it is, well, yeah, in this regard, as none of that always love pointing out, if he really and truly wants a family with Shayla, then he should pursue that and file for a divorce. That's the thing. In this regard, I would say yes, because it is seeming like him no actually even like this whole thing. So versus getting Amber to file for a divorce, him also to need to file for a divorce. That is correct. You need to file for a divorce and go pursue that, because yes, it is better to raise your kid with the mother, so that way the kid has that stable dynamic. It is. We're not going to dispute it, but just leave Amber out. I think that is exactly what it is. That's where everything falls on. Leaving Amber out. Just leaving about it and realize that yes, it has impacted him. This one day or date or what? That's why I call it a family date, right? It's a play date and you're playing house. I knew the repercussions of them playing house. I knew exactly where the house thing could go. And notice how Shayla worked it. Shayla worked it where she don't look bad, but at the same point in time, she try and make it, to a certain way. She flips it around. Like she don't look bad. Make it look like, Anthony's being weird for whatever it is. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Talking about like, well, hey, it's just a family and I like the whole idea of the family. None of those things. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I know that it's very, very cheeky, and that them really and truly just want to be together. They should. Basically, the seed done is finished right here. Yeah, that's why, like I was saying before, the reason why I never accepted the family date thing and why I spoke out so highly against it, because I speak out like highly against a lot of things. These kids have very different broad cross section that you could actually look at. But one of the things I focused at was the wrongness in the whole family date thing, especially that you don't call Amber, you don't let Amber know what you got going on, right? As well as, I don't know, well, a family dynamic is a family dynamic. I guess if Amber is okay with it, I can't really say much about it. But I think that you may want to have, telling her, you may want to tell her exactly that's what you're doing versus just do it and she doesn't know what's going on. And I think that is exactly where I stood my ground with that. But you can see, you're now seeing the effects of Shayla, meaning how it affected Shayla. You can realize that Shayla likes the image. You can realize that Anthony likes the image. Those images get acted upon, and that was the point that I was trying to raise. That's why you can't really play house with a baby father or a baby mother. You can't play house because that's what it does. It reignites that image. It gets the image back into play. And when an image keeps getting impressed upon the brain, eventually you're going to think to pursue that particular image. So that's what I see when I look at everything. That's exactly what I see. That's what I'm looking at. I knew it would have had an impact on Anthony. Because I tell, you can look on the smile on his face and look easy with whatever it may be. And so yes, in this regard, Yes, he does need to ask for a divorce because it's clear him don't really want it. But him take the money more than anything else. So that's Anthony for you. And I mean, him love the money more than anything else at the end of the day. Give me all steak, like, share, comment, subscribe, and talk to you all soon.